8:15.
So the first openly gay NFL player is from our area, from Westchester. Of course, so many people know him, Carl Nassib, and he's getting support from all over the sports world.
Earlier this week, he posted announcing that he is gay, and he did it from his home right in our area in Westchester.
What's up, people? I'm Carl Nassib. I'm at my house here in Westchester, Pennsylvania. Just want to take a quick moment to say that I'm gay. I've been meaning to do this for a while now, but I finally feel comfortable enough to get it off my chest. I really have the best life. I got the best family, friends, and job a guy could ask for. I'm a pretty private person, so I hope you guys know that I'm really not doing this for attention. I just think that representation and visibility are so important. I actually hope that one day videos like this and the whole coming out process are just not necessary. But until then, I'm going to do my best and do my part to cultivate a culture.
So Carl
that's
went to
accepting,
Malvern
that's
Prep,
compassionate,
and
I'm gonna start by
the school's
donating
assistant
100%.
head of school for student leadership, Ron Algio, is joining us this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Alex and Karen. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Well, first we have to get your reaction to the fact that he's been all over headlines, national and local, like the Daily News this morning. Coming out party, Carl Nassib widely applauded as the first openly gay NFL player.
Yeah, honestly, it's just been amazing in terms of, I guess, the support that he's been getting locally around the state of Pennsylvania and certainly around the nation. He's somebody that's really into really helping other people, and I think that was the whole impetus behind this. And his humility and leadership really kind of came out, and I think a lot of people are attracted to that and are getting behind that.
So have you had an opportunity to speak with his family? Of course, they're the proud Malvern alums, he and his brother and everything. Have you spoken with the family?
I have a little bit, yeah. I reached out to his mother and his brother, Ryan. Ryan I've worked closely with. He has spoken with some of our students in my class. He also works on a committee with me here. His mother's a wonderful person. I spent some time talking to her. She does some great work in the community as well. So I just had the chance to reach out to them and tell them how proud I am of Carl and really their family unit, who Carl talks a lot about.
Mm-hmm. He said, I have a great life, I have the best family. So he definitely was talking about them. But as the director for student leadership, what's your relationship with Carl? What are some of your experiences? Tell us a little bit about him.
Yeah, so here at school, I've had the opportunity to work with him in a few different capacities. Through athletics, obviously watching him play football and basketball. But he's also a MECO leader. So MECO is MECO, Malvernians Encountering Christ and Others. It's a retreat program for our seniors. It's student run. So there's a lot of juniors that really look forward to participating in that capacity. So he had the opportunity to be able to do that. It's a small group of 9 young men that work really hard to put that program together. So he was one of those MECO leaders, and he just did an outstanding job. And I happened to be on a retreat with him where he was one of those leaders. And I got to see him behind the scenes, so to speak, in terms of his passion and his faith, but his willingness really to reach out and help other people when they really need it the most. And that's what we've always been most proud about with Carl.
It's just the culture, the Augustinian culture of the Friars in Malvern, what you instill in all of the people that go through the school. I love that the school support with all of your tweets out there and the football program, because everyone's got their own little Twitter, all the different sports, and they're Malvern proud. I mean, it's just, he exemplifies everything that can be great about that school. And he was certainly, he talked about, he was aware of this during his time in Malvern. How do you think that his experience there helped to form who he is?
Well, I would definitely say first and foremost, his family is what really shaped him. They're a very tight, supportive unit, and it's always been great to be a part of their life, so to speak. They've been a big part of ours, no question. But certainly here at Malvern, we talk about our Augustinian education. We like to say here that your most important project here at Malvern is getting to know yourself. St. Augustine talked about that all the time. Mm-hmm. Knowing yourself helps you get closer to God. And that's something that we really want to help our students with in that journey. So Carl's spending a lot of time reflecting on who he is and who he wants to be and how he wants to make an impact on other people's lives. There's no question at all that that's something we're very, very proud of. And it certainly fits within our values. And I think that's why that family, especially Carl, was so successful here, because it was that great fit of those values.
Well, we can't wait to see more of an impact from Carl's. We're sure that this is just the beginning. You guys already had an idea, but now the whole world and the nation is getting to know. So it's a wonderful thing.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Ron Algio.